Jai Hind. My name is Lipika Goel. I am Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today I am going to present the topic on page replacement algorithm from operating system. First, let us have a look at what is the virtual memory. Virtual memory is a storage allocation scheme that is used by the memory management unit, so as to compensate whatever the shortage of physical memory by transferring the data from the RAM to the disk storage. So it is transferring the data from the RAM to the disk storage and compensating this shortage of physical memory. It addresses secondary memory as though it is the part of the main memory. It is addressing the secondary memory also in the way as if it is the part of the main memory also. Virtual memory makes the memory appear larger. This is the main objective, that it makes the memory appear larger than what is actually present, which helps in the execution of the programs that are larger than the physical memory. There are programs which are larger than the physical memory, so it treats the secondary memory also as the part of the main memory and it makes the memory appear larger than what it is actually present. Virtual memory can be implemented using paging, segmentation. Let us have a quick look at paging. Paging is the process of reading the data and writing the data to the secondary storage. It is a memory management scheme that is used to retrieve the processes from the secondary memory in the form of the pages. Now, the process is in the form of the pages in the secondary memory and the process is to retrieve from the secondary memory in the form of pages and store them in the primary memory, and then it is stored in the primary memory. So the main objective of paging is to divide each process in the form of pages of fixed size. These pages are stored in the main memory in the frames. So the processes are stored in the form of pages of fixed size and these pages are stored in the main memory in the frames. So pages of the process are only brought from the secondary memory to the main memory when they are needed. So the process in the form of pages are stored in the secondary memory, and when it is required, these pages are brought into the main memory and they are stored in the frames. When an executing process refers to the page, it is first searched in the main memory. If it is present, then it is fine. If it is not present in the main memory, then it results to a page fault. So what is a page fault? Page fault is a condition in which a running process refers to a page that is not loaded in the main memory. So as I have said, the process in the form of pages are available in the secondary memory. As and when it is required during the execution of that process, they are loaded from the secondary memory to the main memory. So once suppose a page is required in the main memory during the execution of the process and it is not present, then that condition is known as a page fault condition. In such a case, the operating system has to bring the page from the secondary storage into the main memory because there is a page fault. This may cause some pages in the main memory to be replaced due to the limited storage. Now we already know these pages are stored in the frames in the main memory. Now when a new page is required, there is a page fault and a new page has to be brought from the secondary storage to the main memory, there has to be some page maybe that is required to be swapped out from the main memory to the secondary storage, because we already know there is a constraint on the size because due to the limited storage. So this may cause some pages in the main memory to be replaced due to the limited storage. So now which page has to be replaced back, swapped out? This actually decides in the form using the page replacement algorithm. So the operating system uses the page replacement algorithm to decide which page needs to be replaced, because a new page is required. So which page has to be replaced, that is decided by the operating system using the page replacement algorithms. In an operating system that uses paging for the memory management, a page replacement algorithm is needed to decide which page needs to be replaced whenever a new page is getting in. So a new page has to get in, which page needs to be replaced. As I said, mentioned before, what is a page fault? A page fault happens when a running program accesses a memory page that is mapped into the virtual address space, but it is not in the physical memory. It is mapped into the virtual address space, but it is not present. Since actual physical memory is much smaller than the virtual memory, page fault happens. In case of page fault, operating system has to replace one of the existing pages with the newly needed pages. And there are different page replacement algorithm that actually suggests different ways to decide that which page to replace, and the target for all the algorithm is to reduce the number of page faults. So, the page faults are as low as possible. First page replacement algorithm is first in, first out. This is the first page replacement algorithm. This is the simplest page replacement algorithm. In this, the operating system keeps track of all the pages in the memory in the queue. The oldest page is in the front of the queue. So, the particular page that is oldest will be replaced. That is, the page that entered first in the queue will be the first one to be replaced. When a page needs to be replaced, page in the front of the queue is selected for removal. Let us understand this page replacement algorithm of first in, first out with an example. Suppose we have this as the page reference string, and we know that we have 3 frames. So, initially we refer to page number 1 that is not available because my initial condition is this, where all the 3 frames are empty. So, when 1 gets in, there is a miss, there is a page fault. So, it will come and will get loaded here. So, this is the first page fault or a first miss that has occurred. Then it moves further, it refers to the next page, that is 3. Again 3 is not present in the queue. So, and there is a space available, so 3 is also added, and again this leads to a miss. Next is 0. 0 is also not available, so it will add it as a space is there, and it is the next miss. Then the next one that is referred is 3. It checks in the queue, page 3 is already present. So, it is a hit, there is a no page fault, there is no miss. It proceeds further, the next is 5. Now, 5 is not present in this queue. So, it has to be present, it has to be made available, there is a page fault, there is a miss, but there is no space available now. So, one particular page has to be replaced. Now, using the first in, first out strategy, out of these 3 pages, one was the page that entered first, that was the first one to get in. So, 5 will be replaced with 1 will be replaced with 5. So, now I have 5, 3, 0. I hope this is clear. The next one is 6. So, again 6 is also not present in the queue. Again there is a miss, and now which page has to be replaced? 5 entered just now. Out of 3 and 0, 3 was the one which entered before. So, 3 will be replaced with 6. Next, proceeding further is 3. Again for this 3 there is a miss because there is a no page available of 3. So, out of these 5, 6 and 0, 0 is the one which entered first. So, 0 will be replaced by 3. So, this is how this first in, first out page replacement algorithm works. If we count the number of page faults, that will be equal to the number of miss that has taken place. So, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, the total number of page faults will be 6. Now, in the first in, first out, there is an anomaly which is known as Beladi's anomaly. The Beladi's anomaly states it's proved that it is possible to have more page faults even on increasing the number of page frames while using the first in, first out page replacement algorithm. Usually what happens that when I am increasing the number of frames, the page faults decreases. But so if I have my page fault and these are my frames, page frames. So it is usually seen that on increasing the number of frames, the page fault decreases. But the Bilardi's anomaly is an unusual behavior that after certain time, even on increasing the page frames, the fault increases. This unusual behavior of in first in first out is termed as Bilardi's anomaly. Next algorithm is the optimal page replacement algorithm. In this algorithm, pages are replaced which will not be used for the longest duration of time in future. So we refer to the page reference string and we see which is the page that will not be used for in longest period of time in future, and we are going to replace that page so that the page fault can be reduced. Again, we are considering the page reference string 701203423032 with 4 page frame, and we have to find the number of page faults. Now, if I am going to do this question, it's given that there are 4 page frames. So initially all this is my first state where all the 4 frames are empty. Now I start with my page reference. So first is page 7. So again there is a miss because that 7 is not available. I will add 7 here. This is a first miss that has happened. Next 0. Again 0 is not available. This is the 7 is there, I will add 0 here. This is the second miss that has taken place. Then moving further, it's 1. 1 is also not available. So space is there, I will add 1. This is the third miss that has happened. So this is the third miss. After 701, it is 2. I will add 2 here. Space is already available, so it is 701 and 2, the fourth miss. Then proceeding further, 0. For 0, there is a hit because 0 is there. So for 0, it's a hit. For 3, it is again a miss. Now, which is the page? The queue is full. So which is the page that will be replaced? This is the question. In the optimal, the page which is not going to be used for the longest period of time, that will be replaced. So I refer for this 3, I refer to 7. 7 is not going to be used for the longest period of time. Even 0 is going to be used, 2 is there, 1 is also not going to be used. So out of 7 and 1, both of them can be replaced, but 7 was the one which entered first. So 7 will be replaced by 3. So it becomes 3012. After 3, for 0 it is a hit. So there is no change. So this is a hit. After 0 it is 4. Again there is a page fault. So out of these, which is the one which is not going to be used? 3 will be used, 0 will be used, 2 will be used, 1 is not going to be used. So I am going to replace 1 with 4. So this is again a miss. After 4, 2 is present, there is a hit, 3 is present, is a hit, 0 is present, it is a hit, 3 is available, this is hit, 2 is available, that is again a hit. So for 3, 0, 3, 2, all these, this is a hit. So what were the total number of faults or miss that has taken place? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So total number of page faults using this optimal page replacement is 6. So this is the concept of optimal page replacement algorithm, where we are going to replace that page which will not be used for the longest duration of time in future. Whereas in the first in first out, we were replacing that page which entered first in the queue. Now this is the same question which I have just solved in my last page. This is, as we have already seen, there are 6 miss that has taken place and remaining all of them were hit. So the total number of page faults will be equal to the total number of miss that has taken place, which is equal to 6. Optimal page replacement is perfect, but it is not possible in practice because operating system cannot know the future request. Here we are taking into consideration the future request, but how the operating system will come to know about the future request? So practicing the optimal page replacement algorithm in reality is not possible. The use of optimal page replacement is to set up a benchmark so that the other replacements algorithm can be analyzed along with it, against it. So optimal is not possible in practice because the future reference string is difficult to know by the operating system. But yes, this can be used as a benchmark on the basis of which the other algorithms can be compared, their performance can be compared. Next is the least recently used. This is the third page replacement algorithm. In this algorithm, page will be replaced which is least recently used. Means we are going to look at the previous reference string and we will see which is the page which is least recently used. So let us consider this page reference string with again 4 page frames, and we have to find the number of page faults. So let us do. So in my initial condition, all the 4 pages are empty. Now proceeding, first reference string is page 7, which is not available. So there is a miss. This is the first miss that has taken place. Now we are going to add 7 in the frame. Next is 0. Again there is a miss. So we are adding it. This is the second miss for 0. Then we have 1. Again 1 is also not available. This is the third miss. Next is 2. 2 is also not present. This is the fourth miss. 7, 0, 1 and 2. The next is 0. 0 is available. 3. Now we have to replace 3 with some of the page. Now which will be that? In the least recently used, we will replace that which is least recently used. So if we see for this 3, 0 has been used just now, 1 is also used, 2 is also used. So 7 is the one which was used long ago. So I am going to replace 7 with 3. So this is my 5th miss that has taken place for 3. 0, it is available. 4, again there is a miss. So for 4, which is the page out of 3, 0, 1 and 2? 0 has been recently used, 3 is recently used, 2 is used and then 1 is used. So 1 was the one is that page number which was least recently used. So we are going to replace 1 with 4. So this is the next miss that has taken place. Then 2 is available, there is a hit, 3 is available, 0 is available, again 3 is available and again 2. So again here we can see the total number of page faults. So the total page faults is equal to 6. So for the same question, here we are calculating what? We are calculating the total page faults and we are replacing that page which is least recently used. So initially, as I said, all these slots are empty. So 7, 0, 1, 2 are allocated the empty slots and there are 4 page faults. 0 was also 7, 0, 1, 2 was done. Then 0 is there. So 0 is also there. So 0 page fault. When 3 came, it takes the place of 7. Why? Because it is least recently used page. So this is the next page fault. 0, then for proceeding further, 0 was already in memory. So 0 page fault. Then 4 will take the place of 1, as I said. Now for further pages, 0 page faults because all of them are already available in the memory. So we count the total number of miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the total number of page faults here was 6. So here we have came across the 3 replacements algorithm. First in, first out, optimal page and least recently used. Where first in, first out, we were replacing that page which entered first, which was the first one to enter in the queue. In the optimal page replacement, we are taking into consideration the future reference string. So we are replacing the page which will not be used for the longest period of time. And in least recently used, we are going to replace that page which is least recently used. So these were the 3 replacement algorithm, out of which there was a Bellardi anomaly in the first in, first out, where the unusual behavior that even on increasing the number of frames, the page fault was increasing. And when we talk about the optimal one is the one which we can set for as a benchmark for comparing other replacement algorithms. It is not possible in practice, as I said, because it is not possible for the operating system to know the future reference string. Thank you.